Hello and welcome back to Byron's Adventures. So we're going to be taking probably what I think is the last town that the Vlandians have under their control. And that's the annoying thing about this. I can't move the camera around any more than this. It's locked to this particular position. I would prefer if it was unlocked. I wonder whether they're going to change that at some point. But maybe it is. Maybe it's like a design decision to make it so that it's more difficult to see what is happening in your kingdom, because in a siege, let's face it, it takes a long time to complete a siege, and personally I feel like a competent enemy would be able to take most of your stuff if you've just created a small kingdom or something like that. And you have to be very observant, shall we say, very observant of maybe the text log. Yeah, I think maybe the text log would probably tell you a little bit. And there you go. We are now the owner of Dunglanes as well, because literally our armies have been on an absolute tear. They are doing a fantastic job so far. Alright, so Incurion or Camnon? I guess Incurion. I don't really mind whichever one. I'm not going to be greedy and give it to myself, of course. I want to make sure that our vassals have a significant amount of real estate so that they can continue to build relatively strong armies. Anyway, yeah, you may notice that my influence is significantly less than what it was before, and there's a reason for that. I have redistributed my my influence to a lot of my different vassals and things, just to make it so that most people had above 500, apart from these guys. I think they've actually been. Why do they only have such a small amount? When I spoke to, well, a bunch of people before, I saw these guys and they had about 600, so maybe they spent it on an army or something like that. But yeah, anyway, the point is they have a good amount of relation with us, good amount of influence, and if they have to join other armies to be able to participate in large-scale battles, then so be it, because there are enough people with pretty significant influence, so it's not really that big a deal. Anyway, otherwise, locking the camera, in my opinion, is probably... yeah, it's probably a design decision, right? You gotta assume that it's a design decision of some kind, because otherwise they wouldn't do that. They'd allow you to look around and see exactly what's happening in your kingdom. But as it stands at the moment, that's not going to be the case. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to place all my trebuchets. As you can see, I actually did build a couple of fire onagers as well. I also built the siege towers and the battering rams and so on. And hopefully we're going to do okay here, because let's face it, ballistas, as you know, I personally feel like ballistas are really good defensive weapons, because they are rebuilt so incredibly fast that they're rebuilt basically at the same speed that the trebuchets fire their weapons. So it is pretty much a unlimited stream, shall we say, of ballistas coming out from the walls here, and they are eventually able to deal enough damage to take them down. And it is actually kind of uncomfortable, to be honest, as you can see. Anyway, yes, Osterkan. Osterkan has also been taken, and we're going to take a look at this. Okay, so this guy has 2, this guy has 2 as well. People are saying, 100% of people are saying that I should take this, but Osterkan is so far out of the way, I'm probably not going to want to take this, to be honest. So I'm probably going to give it to Krotor. There we go. Because personally, I feel like the Empire vassals that joined us for free are probably... well, actually, the Karakurjit did join us for free as well. Oh, well, never mind. I'm going to give everyone equal amounts of stuff anyway, because I want them all to be equally powerful, and hopefully that's going to work out in our favor. Wow, it seems like all of my things are going to get destroyed at the exact same moment, as you can see right here, which is really quite bad. Yeah, this is not going as intended. I mean, obviously it's not going as intended. Otherwise, we would have a much easier time of things. Okay, well, my onagers might do a little bit more damage. I'm just going to continue building trebuchets, and maybe we can just continue to murder them. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem. Catapults versus ballistas. What do you think is best in a siege defense? I personally feel like ballistas, but I'm wondering, what is the benefit of using a catapult when it's somewhat inaccurate? It does have more HP, so that's obviously something to think about. Having more HP is obviously quite advantageous. But just look at these ballistas right here. I mean, obviously they're not able to stop the trebuchets in actually firing against the walls, and the walls have taken some pretty significant damage so far. And I think we're probably pretty good here. I'm gonna just increase my cohesion just a little bit, and I think we're good. I mean, it's pretty obvious that we're fine, but it took me a lot, you know. It took me a lot of constructing and being destroyed and so on and so forth to actually get these walls down. You can only imagine if the AI would build tier 3 walls, because tier 3 walls are about 100,000 HP. And that's insane, you know? That is absolutely insane, and I have no idea how I would be able to do that. I guess just continue doing this, you know? Just continue doing this. But anyway, we are going to lead an assault now. I could quite easily, in my opinion, auto-resolve this, but because this is probably the last time we will be seeing the Vlandians in a sort of large-scale effort to either defend against us or to attack us, I think we should give them a good send-off, no? We should probably give them a good send-off. And what do you bet that I'm going to get killed almost immediately? Because I'd like it to be a pleasant experience, but Byron, as we know, is a little bit senile now, so he might actually just run in there randomly and... whoa, he's a bullseye right here. Look at that. What a dead eye. He's just he's getting headshots all over the place. What? An old fellow like him still has 20/20 vision, apparently. Well, that's good for him, because I don't. In real life, I am far from that. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't even know whether I'd be able to shoot a bow. Probably not. But anyway, let's move in. Whoa, we've already... What? I'm actually really surprised. Okay, I'm getting a huge amount of frame rate problems right here. It's most likely because we have so many units inside. But, yeah, hopefully I won't get killed here. Okay, come on now. Yes. Nice. There we go. That is what we want. Gotta be a bit careful here. Stab him. Nice. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we seem to... I'm actually kind of surprised. We seem to actually be doing extremely well here. Oh, no. Hello. Okay, let's have a look. In the neck. In the head. I was hopeful for more, but apparently that might be problematic. The amount of bodies and carnage that is currently going on here is just insane. The amount of enemies running all over the place, running for their lives. It's just crazy. Anyway, yeah, I believe that is indeed a victory for us. As you can see, we have so far done so much damage that we have killed 440 and counting enemy units. Not entirely sure what was going on with the frame rate there. Most of the sieges that I've done have been completely fine, so it's very strange that we were having some difficulties. It seems like it was a problem with the walls. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some debris there or something that had that was causing me some major problems. But anyway, now we can just slicey these guys up, and they should be good for us. There we go. I'm actually going to get out my bow and see if I can maybe hit some people from relatively far distance. That would be quite fun. Nice. Nice headshot. Oh, well, there's a bunch running by us right now, but at least we were pretty reasonably accurate, actually. Yeah, pretty reasonably accurate. Not too bad. Anyway, that is indeed a victory for us. I mean, as you could no doubt tell, I think it was going to be a victory, because even with an auto-resolve, we probably would have ended up with a relatively similar result. Although, I think an auto-resolve would probably have... Actually, you know what? I'm not entirely sure whether it would have... Yeah, I think it would have probably resulted in about the same casualties. Maybe a little bit less here and there. But, yeah, I think that is indeed it for the Vlandians, and our consolidation is now complete. of the area, and that means we can focus our efforts. We can redouble our efforts, shall I say, to the Battanians. And if we can try to persuade a number of the Vlandians as well, I've been attempting to do that, as you know. And a bunch of you in the comments have actually been giving me some helpful pointers as to what I should do in the persuasion attempts. And that's the thing, I've kind of changed my strategy, because I used to just go for the high percentages, and a lot of people at the time were saying, hey, you should probably not go for the high percentages, because it's better to go for things that are more themed. So in other words, go for the calculating options, go for the charm options, and so on. So for example, if a text says, ooh, I like you very much, you are a very dashing fellow and a great commander, that's charming. And so I would click on charm, and that would be the charm sentence that is said. And that's the kind of thing that a lot of people told me to do beforehand. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll give it a go. And it seemed to work actually quite nicely. So I'll try going back to the high percentages, because that's what I used to do, as I say. And we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so we have taken a bunch of these guys prisoner. I'm actually going to go and disband the army real quick, because I would like to see who has these prisoners, because I'd like to let them go if at all possible. Now that guy has Morcon. Morcon I don't really care about too much, because I believe he is actually a part... yes, never mind. He's actually in the possession of one of the minor factions, who you can't trade with for some reason. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Okay, this guy has Ekarand. This is perfect. Okay, so let's see if I can trade with Garrisons then instead. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, this is the one. Okay, I actually thought that I couldn't do it there either. Okay, so let's transfer Ekarand. I will transfer him for 1 dinar. There we go. Alright, seems pretty good to me. And... you know what I'm actually going to do? I think what I'm going to do is I will go to my clan screen. It's been a while since I've been to the clan screen. We have Yara here, who is still running around with her party, which is pretty fantastic to see. And what I'm also going to do is I'm actually going to make a bunch of people into party members. So we're going to do Barney. I'm not going to give him any troops. Should I actually give him troops? Maybe I should actually give him troops. I'm kind of a bit worried about that, because I don't really want to significantly damage my own army here. I suppose what I could do is I could give him the infantry and some various archers and stuff like that. That might actually make sense. Okay, well, let's give him some forest bandits, and we'll give him some Imperials. And yeah, what about some Sturgian cavalry? Why not? And the Battanians, just looking for infantry at the moment. I just want to give him a couple, just so that he doesn't get preyed upon by random bandits. And then we'll make Barnabas into someone that can also go off and do whatever he wants to do. And do we have some other infantry that I can provide? Yeah, I have some Imperial Sergeants. I have some of these guys. Vlandian Sharpshooters. Sturgians, Vlandians. There we go. Okay, that's seemingly pretty good. We can level those guys up as well. Okay, there we go. We'll give him those. That's perfectly fine. And then we will give... we'll make Bruce the last party that we're going to make here. And what I'm hoping that they'll do now, because we have such a significant control of the area, or at least I think we do, what I'm hoping they'll try to accomplish is becoming really, really strong armies. And I'm hopeful that that will work. If it doesn't, then I'll be disappointed. But, you know, it's a good thing to try out just in case. Okay, so Uzlav is obviously the leader of the Lake Rats. There's Varmund. I would like to speak to him if at all possible. So I'm going to see if I can catch up to him. And, oh, we actually took, what? We took Revel as well? That's crazy. Okay, we're going to give it to this guy, because obviously I chose to give the other one to Krotor, and now he's going to be getting this one. And we also have the owner of Revel here. That's going to go to Ovagos. You know Ovagos. He's the fellow that belonged to Achios' clan, and I think it's only fair that we give him something to sort of make amends, even though I've already increased his relation with us to 100. through the use of a huge amount of influence. So he shouldn't have too many difficulties with us any further. Alright, so I'm hopeful that we will be able to actually catch up to this guy. Oh, the amount of bandits here. I can imagine that you would have a really, really fantastic time if you went here and you basically just went like, hey, I've got, what, 40 or so cavalry? Just fighting all these guys with 40 or so cavalry would probably work out quite nicely. Anyway, let's have a look. Ah, Servik is actually the leader of... Okay, one thing I'm going to do. Let's just take a quick look here. I want to make sure that every single Vlandian fief has been taken. And I think it has. Yeah, I think it has. I mean, that's the thing. I don't really want to be in a situation where I make peace with them or something. And then I realize, oh, they have this far-off castle that I did not realize was actually a thing. And that has happened before, you know. That has happened before, so I'd like to try and prevent that from happening this time. Okay, it seems as though everything is okay. Yep, seems like everything's okay. I'm a bit dubious about the Crusade having all these towns down here. That is going to make a bit of a difficult situation for us, but, well, shouldn't be too bad eventually. Okay. So, yeah, I am going to be speaking to him and making peace with the Vlandians if we can make it work. I'm sure he's going to be fine with it. Really? I still have to pay him 90,000? Are you serious? Okay, apparently I still have to pay him 90,000. Alright, well, I'm perfectly happy with that. Perfectly happy to make peace with them now because we have taken every single one of their fiefs away from them. So... that is good. And don't I have a prisoner, by the way? Ah, no, it's because I made peace, isn't it? Yeah. I should have let him go before I actually made peace, but it doesn't really matter because we actually did let him go anyway, and we gained the relation for it as well. So it's not a big deal. All right. So I could go into the hideout here. I have to now wait until the next night, so I don't really want to do that. But there are barely any forest bandits around here anyway, so I suppose it's not even that big a deal, really. All right. So I guess what I'm going to do is going to head over to this this village here, and we are going to turn our attention to the Botanians, and of course our vassals will not stop. They will just continue hounding the opponent as much as they possibly can. And that's exactly why I love having vassals that are so incredibly destructive. They are very, very good. It seems like Barney is being attacked by some sea raiders. Maybe I should have built his party in a different place. Alright, so hopefully the first of many times that we will be able to persuade one of the Botanian vassals to join us. Alright, so once again, as I said before, I'm going to change my tactic in regards to persuasive conversations. And a lot of you have said that maybe it's a good idea to go for higher percentages. So we're going to try that out and see how effective it is. Anyway, going to go for charm here, and we'll go for 68% chance. All right. Ooh, lucky. That was good. That usually does not really work out for me too well. We're going to go for 85%. Okay, ineffective on that one. We're going to go for 62%. Okay, here we go. Last one. All right. Yeah. Whew. Okay. That was a little bit close. And he joined. Oh, he joins for free. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I actually did not realize that he was going to join for free, but the reason why I wanted to speak to that guy is because he's actually the Lord of Sionon. And as a result, we have it. Pretty crazy, right? Yeah, pretty crazy. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Kulan. Kulan is, I think, the leader of his own his own clan. I'm not entirely sure. No, it's Melodia. Melodia. I'm going to need to find him wherever he might be. But there is a very, very large army, by the way, headed to Omor. So it might make sense for us to head over there ourselves. Oh, there's Gifor. Yes, Gifor. Join me, sir. I think I could be quite lucky in persuading him, if at all possible. And I'm going to be on the lookout for other people as well. Oh, yes. I do need to speak to this guy, too. If I can. Oh, no. Don't attack. Why are you attacking? Ah, that is actually kind of a bit annoying, to be honest. Okay, yeah. So we're going to have to wait until this guy defeats him, unfortunately. Wow, they're really piling on, aren't they? That's pretty crazy. Okay, so I will be conversing with Mr. Vilder here, and we will see if I can try to persuade him. Here we go, here we go. All right, 68%. Oh, nice. Okay, whew. I'm actually getting pretty lucky with these critical successes. Usually it doesn't really work too well for me. Okay, there's another one. And 68% chance, or put your interests in and the good of the realm first. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go for that one, mainly because someone told me a long time ago that if you take that option, it means that they might join you for free, but apparently this guy doesn't want to, so we're going to have to just give him... Are you serious right now? Oh, we don't even have enough money. We don't have enough money to persuade him, unfortunately, so yeah. Not going to be able to do that this time around. But that's okay. That's not really a big deal. Ooh, Tharos. We might be able to persuade him, I think. Ah, Sikanet. Why do I always think that? It's because, I get mixed up between Tharon and Tharos, I believe. I think that's the main reason. Okay, well, I was hopeful that I would be able to speak to maybe some of these people. What about Sejeron? Or maybe Apis? I might be able to do something with him. Turiodos, maybe? It's highly unlikely, to be honest, let's face it. But let's try it. I think I might be lucky with this guy. What do you think of your liege? There we go. Oh, yeah, no. I'm not going to be lucky with this guy, not at all. Let's do calculating. Yeah, this guy is a pretty hard guy to persuade. He's going to be pretty difficult for us, I think. Okay, 95%. Yeah, okay. Last one. There. It worked. Okay, whew. Close. Okay, so now... Oh, yeah. How much is he going to want? I think this is just absolutely ludicrous. For them to want 1 point... Well, he is the Lord of Things, and as you can see, his relation with us is absolutely awful. So I suppose I can kind of understand why it is difficult to persuade him in that case. Okay, well... who else do we actually have around here? Sejeron? We might decide to get him. Maybe? What's his relation like with us? Oh, it seems like it's 0. Ah, Saratis. Saratis is the guy. Ah, yeah. There are just so many different people and so many different names that eventually you're going to learn them, of course, but it's going to take a bit of time to get there. Okay, yeah, no, that's not the guy that I need to speak to. Turiodos, I know, is actually the leader of his own clan, so we could potentially speak to him and maybe get lucky. Yeah, no, this is not going to work. No, I've already failed this, so yeah, it's not going to happen. Anytime the guy starts with about 50% and only one conversation option, you're going to have a really difficult time, in my opinion. Yeah, so as you can see, I did get 3 out of 4, but the 50% chance at the start is just really difficult to do. And we've tried Turiodos many times before, and it has just not really worked out too well. Okay, oh, we could try and get this guy. He's actually someone from the Azerai. That might actually make sense. So, yeah, because obviously the Azerai, we have a pretty good... Okay, we don't have a pretty good relation with him, apparently. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I guess it's because we took a bunch of them prisoner and we did besiege their stuff quite often, which was kind of funny. Vashorki. We might be able to get Vashorki. It is... I think it's going to be extremely difficult for us to persuade these guys at all. I don't think it's actually going to be possible for us to get... No. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible for us to get any of these Khuzait vassals. It seems like they have been placated extremely well, and, you know, I would assume that Monchug is basically just giving them whatever they want, which is exactly what I'm doing as well, of course. But it is definitely making them into extremely loyal vassals indeed, and that's making things very difficult for us in attempting to persuade them. So I guess... I guess what we'll do is... I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Tynops. Isn't Tynops the leader of his own clan? I mean, I'm looking for people to try and diminish the Khuzait's power. Yes, he is actually the leader of his own clan. He, however, does have a town under his control, so it is highly unlikely that he will be happy to join us, but I'm happy to try it, nevertheless. Okay, so as you can see, Ingaltha has an army of over 2,000, and he is wanting to try and take Omor, which I'm very much hoping he will be able to do. There are a bunch of people outside there as well that I'd like to actually speak to. All right, let's try it. Ah, ineffective. Ineffective. Okay, well, we're going to try this. There's another ineffective. I mean, that's the point. The higher tier options, the higher percentages that you're seeing here, sometimes they're just not going to work. You know, sometimes they're just not going to work. Like, for example, with this guy. I think he probably would have joined us for free if I could have persuaded him, but you know how it goes. Sometimes we're just not able to do it. There are so many vassals in here as well, but there's only 826 in the garrison itself, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so I'm going to just take a quick look at the wolfskins here. I might be able to persuade them to join us. But Rylan is actually the main guy there. And what about the forest people as well? That's Ragnar. Right. Well, this is going to be a done deal. If I join him, he's probably going to have a pretty fun time here. Okay, come on, fellow. Let's just go and auto-resolve it, straight up. Let's just go and auto-resolve it so that I don't have to waste all of my food. He's probably just going to build all the siege first, and then we'll go in. Yes, there we go. Okay, so he's just going in, and we're just going to auto-resolve it straight up. It is going to be a done deal, and we will be able to take a bunch of people prisoner, and that will be another town for us, which would be very nice. And that's going to increase our power so significantly just from taking this area, because it's going to reduce the amount of problematic situations that our vassals and indeed our villagers and our caravans and stuff will be in. At least I hope so, because they're not going to be as easily raidable. Alright, so I'm just going to take all the loot, and that is indeed that. I'm going to leave the army now so that my food does not get consumed too fast, and we can actually give it to this guy. He's actually the owner of a town already. Abelitos is not. I'm going to give it to Abelitos, actually. I think that's probably going to be a little bit better for us. Even though this guy is actually really good, so maybe I should have given it to him. He's already the leader of a town, though, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Anyway, there's a lot of fighting going on here. Not entirely sure why they're fighting them. Oh, Hekard is over here. Ooh, okay. We might be able to persuade Hekard to join us. He has just joined the Khuzait, which I gotta say, I feel is really kind of irritating, considering we actually did, in my opinion, I feel like we were really, really fair to the Vlandians. I feel like I didn't persuade, I mean, I did persuade quite a bit, but I did not take them prisoner too much. Oh. Yeah, they did not want to join them in that fight. Okay, there we go. And almost done. There we go. All right, so let's speak to Talas. I'm almost 100% certain that Talas will not join us. As you can see. Ooh, nice. We actually got lucky. We actually got lucky for once. Okay, very good. Let's try this one. Nice. Okay, good. And let's go for charm. Ooh, okay, unlucky. And I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that is going to be it. 3 out of 4. Once again, he's one of these guys. He's one of these guys that's really, really difficult to persuade. Oh, well, that's not a big deal, I suppose, because we do want to get Hekard if we can. Where is he? That's also the leader. Oh, yeah. That is actually the leader of the minor faction over there. And I would love to be able to persuade him, because they actually have some relatively strong vassals under their command. So it would be very, very cool if we could get them. There's also Hekard there. We might be able to get him, but I would say it's probably unlikely at this point, but we'll try it. Hello, Mr. Hekard. Long time no see. Well, not really. Okay, so let's have a look. Aha, here we go. Yes. Okay, we have a good start here. Good start with the critical success. Nice. Okay, another one. What do you bet he's going to want a huge amount of money now that he's a part of the Crusade? It seems like they all want... Oh, no, no. There you go. He actually joined us. Nice. He actually joined us for free. That's fantastic. All right, so I'm going to just wait for Mr. Theus to come out here. There he is. And then we're going to go and speak to him as soon as possible. If we can get this guy to join us, I think we pretty much have a super strong fighting force to go against the Crusade. So if they do decide to do that, then we will be in a great position. Oh, nice. Oh, good. Look at that. Massive critical success. And we'll try this one. Ooh, no. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, that one also does not work. Okay, wow. Think we might be unlucky. Oh, no, never mind. Critical success on the last one. That was really good. Okay, and he joins us for free, as I knew he would, because minor factions do tend to join you for free if you can persuade them initially. And that is great. Wow, that is actually significant. And bear in mind that I know that we're not at war against the Crusade right now, but I don't actually care, because here's the thing. If I can try to persuade as many vassals from them as possible, then I will be able to reduce their combat strength so significantly by the time they declare war against us that they literally will... They won't have anything. They won't have any combat strength whatsoever to be able to oppose us, and we'll just be able to take their fiefs by force instead of needing to persuade them and them coming over that way. Ah, Doris is obviously the guy. Okay, well, let's take a look, shall we? I'm actually kind of surprised that the Sturgians are actually still alive. Do you see that? They still have a town, which is super weird to me. Anyway, Epicrotia will be taken relatively shortly, and Varcheg is not even under siege at the moment. But that is basically the last legs for the Batanians, and you can see it's going to be a clash of the Titans at the end. It is going to be a clash of the Titans. Okay, so let's take a look at our diplomacy. Look at our strength right now. It's at 40,000, and we have the Azarai still holding on our little war with them, but they're running around with 30 combat strength. The Batanians are running around with 478 strength, and the Crusade are running around with 31, almost 32,000. Sturgians actually have more than Vlandia, which is actually hilarious at this point. So that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.